Hey everyone, welcome. It is Jen with Let's Get Chalkin' with Jen, independent couturier with Chalk Couture. Welcome on this rainy afternoon. As you come in, please make sure you do say hello. And in the bottom left-hand corner of your mobile devices is a share button. And if you are catching the live, you will see a little red box in the upper corner that says live. And if not, then you are catching the replay, and thank you so much for taking the time to come back. So, you guys, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I am actually getting ready to go to work, so I apologize for the messy hair. I'm not going to keep myself in the video today because I'm like, oh gosh, these people don't want to see me. So let me get my screens all set up for you. But for those of you that are new, let me tell you a little bit about what this is. First off, welcome to my page. And this is a company called Chalk Couture. What we are is a revolutionary concept in high-end DIY home decor and accessories. You're not going to find our products anywhere else. We offer a line of silkscreen reusable transfers. Hey, Crystal, good morning and welcome, or good afternoon at this point. We have a line of Chalkology chalk paste and our Couture inks. We do offer several surfaces through our companies like chalkboards, box wood frame, canvas pillowcases, and totes. But you can use our products on an array of surfaces like tin, dry erase board, glass, so many other things. Good morning, Sandy. It depends on where you're watching. If we're in the morning, it's 11 o'clock here. Holy cow, you guys! I can't believe it's almost afternoon, but it's rainy and dreary. But the greatest thing that I can offer to you guys is a DIY home decor business opportunity for just $99. You guys, this is an amazing opportunity. If you're interested in earning some extra income or turning this into a business, I would love to share that information with you. So please reach out to me, especially if you love what you see of what I am doing. And today, you guys, we are going to be doing our vintage truck. And like I said, I am not doing a picture in a picture today because as soon as we're done here, I have to go get ready for work because I am working 1 to 10 the next couple days. So that's why I'm coming to you live this afternoon. So I had posted this picture the other day, like 2 days ago, with all this mess everywhere. So let me tell you something about this. This is called our vintage truck transfer, and then we have vintage truck add-ons. So we have a spring add-on, we have a fall add-on, and then we have a winter add-on. So I'm kind of using pieces from a couple of them. This is one of our most popular transfers that we do offer at Chalk Couture. They are always amazing. The designs can be done all throughout each and every season, which is super awesome. So the reason I want to tell you this is, let me tell you something. This transfer is going to be continuing through our spring summer catalog coming up, but after that, it's probably going away, and it states it right in our new catalog that to get them before this retires. So you guys, I cannot stress enough, if you love this, I am telling you, get them. Get the vintage truck and then get the add-ons. There are 3 separate ones because the designs you can create and change out for each and every season are amazing. They have Valentines, they have Easter, they have St. Patrick's Day, they have fall, you know, your apples, your pumpkins, your hay bales, and then they have Christmas with the Christmas tree. The buffalo plaid is in the Christmas part. This is actually part of the Christmas vintage truck add-on. So I just want to stress to you, although it will be continuing through the next catalog, it is going to retire, so I don't know how long the supply will last. So I just want to put that out there. My website is up there if you want to check that out. But again, this is one of my favorite transfers. I've done t-shirts with this. I've done boards with this. I've done yard signs. So it's just an amazing design. Okay. So with that being said, let's get started because I don't have a lot of time. Now, this is the actual vintage truck. These are just some of the other pieces that I'm going to be using for our design today. So since it's Valentine's Day, I'm going to use my hearts, my loads of, and then my love. Okay, so like I said, these are some other pieces. Like there's a Grown Fresh, there's, you know, Farmhouse, Luck, your clovers. It has flowers. Here you go. So then we have the Easter eggs for Easter. So this is part of the spring one. So definitely check that out, you guys. One of my absolute favorites that I will not live without. And truthfully, I ordered some extra for myself because I don't want to miss out on having them because I just love it so much. So these are the transfers we are going to be using. Now, for those of you that are new, like I said, all of our transfers are reusable. What's really cool is on the back of all the transfers, it does give you the directions of everything you need to do. Peel, apply, remove, clean, dry, and store. So you'll know exactly what to do if you're not at a local workshop with myself. So I'm just going to take this one out of the package because it's new. Because my other one I used to death. I think I got like 20 uses out of my last one. It was crazy awesome. I did a lot of t-shirts for the holiday season. So all I'm doing is I am cutting this apart. As you can see, there's a cut line right on the transfer for your convenience so you know what to cut. And then you always want to make sure you write right on the back so you know what side your transfer is going to go back on. And these ones I've used already, so they're already written on. And, oops, there's my lid. All right. So where are you guys at? Where do you live? Tell me, do you have snow? Do you have sunshine? Do you have rain? Because it is absolutely raining here. And back home where I'm originally from in PA, it is snowing. Because my mother called me. She's like, it's snowing here. So I think I'm going to do loads of love with this right in the back. For Valentine's Day. How cute, right? Okay, so let's get this started. So now there is going to be, oops, I need that too, some layering with our vintage truck, okay? So you always want to make sure, again, I like to tell everybody, no picking at your corners. I don't want to see it, but take your finger and rub it over the edge to get your transfer started. You want to flip this over. Remove your carrier sheet and set that aside. Now, again, this is a new transfer. As you saw, I took it right out of the package. So I am going to fuzz this up, and that just means putting it on a towel and getting some little fuzzy on the back. You can use your shirt too. If you want, you can put it right on your shirt. Pouring and windy, Meg. Oh gosh. Oh, okay, Katrina. You're not far from us. Well, you're maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours in Ephrata. I used to live in Elverson, so I know exactly where you're at. Love that area. It's gorgeous. But it is raining there too. So I'm just going to put this right on my chalkboard. And I'm just using a chalkboard. Nothing fancy. Like I said, you can do this on wood, glass, windows, dry erase boards. How great would this be for a teacher? It's cloudy and cold in Oklahoma. So just smoothing it out so there's no air bubbles in my silk screen. Truthfully, this outside green doesn't matter. It's only the silk screen. Okay. So for this, I'm going to use our Storm. It's just a gray color. They call it Storm. Now these are just little... These are actually little makeup sticks. I can tell you we have these coming out as our stir sticks in our spring catalog, so I cannot wait that I don't have to buy these online anymore. I can buy them right through Couture, so they will be available coming out February 4th with our new catalog. It's beautiful there. It is so beautiful. I used to love seeing the Amish. I'm not going to lie. I used to love seeing the Amish with their horses and buggies driving down the road. But it is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous there, Christina. Or Katrina. I'm sorry, Katrina. And the homes. Oh my gosh. Some of the homes out there were stunning with their brick or their stone facing. It was just flat out beautiful. Flat out beautiful. All right. So you always want your chalk paste to be a yogurt sour cream consistency. And this is still pretty thick. So this is just regular water that I'm spraying in there to get the consistency that I'm looking for. The reason I like the yogurt sour cream consistency, number one, it's easier to spread. You don't waste a lot of chalk paste, and you don't want this to be thick because sometimes when it's thick like that, it dries a lot quicker, and then again, you waste your chalk paste, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so I've got that ready. I'm just going to take my squeegee, dip it in my chalk paste, and then I'm going to pull this across the silkscreen area. Up or down, left to right, doesn't matter. And you are scraping this because you want to make sure it's going through the silkscreen, you guys. We're not painting, you're not doing it gentle. You're scraping it across the silkscreen. I'm trying to get out any kind of lines that I have in there. Okay. That's why I'm going all the way across to kind of get rid of those lines, making sure I'm covering all my silkscreen. Okay. And then once I do that, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to get my transfer. You want to get your corner up, but you never want to peel corner to corner. So you either want to go up or down or left to right. Okay, so I'm just going to take my transfer and peel it right off. Just like that. Now I'm sticking this in a tub of water, and I always like to show this, you guys, nothing fancy, just a basic tub of water. I've got my transfer in there. I'll leave it in here until I'm done, and then I'm going to clean this up with the water and then a Clorox wipe to get that adhesive reactivated. Okay? So I've got my bottom layer of my truck, and then because I am going to do a little layering, I'm going to dry this along to speed up the process for you guys. So we're not going to be on here forever. So I can tell you the hardest part truly of Chalk Couture is picking your colors of what you want to do. And I always tell people, try to get whatever colors you want to do beforehand so you know what you're doing. Now we have 29 different colors, so there's a lot to choose from to fit any type of decor. And then in our new catalog coming out, we're going to have 34 different colors. So it's going to be amazing. Amazing, amazing. Okay, that looks like it's pretty dry. So I think I'm good there. Okay, so the next part I'm going to do is my buffalo plaid. Like, this was one of the greatest things, I swear, that came out with at Christmas time was the buffalo plaid for the vintage truck. It is so awesome. So again, as you can see, I've used this one. And also, I want you to take note. Oops, I got some water on my board. I just want to make sure I get that off of there. I want you to take note of something on my transfer. Do you see how it is stained? This was from the black ink that we have, because we have the chalk paste and then we have inks. This does not ruin your transfer when it stains. I just want you to know that. If I'd have probably cleaned this up with one of my board erasers, it would have probably come off, but I didn't. But I just want you to realize it does not damage the transfer when that happens. Okay? So now I'm just placing this over the top, and I hope you guys can see it lines right up in there with the wheels and the truck. Right there. And then I'm smoothing that out so there are no air bubbles in that silkscreen. Okay, and for this color I'm going to do black. Oh, sorry about that. And again, this one looks kind of thick for me as well. So this transfer is currently available. Like I said, you can shop right on my website. It's currently available there. It is going to continue through the spring summer catalog, but then it's going to retire, which is so sad. So I'm telling everybody now, grab yours up. Grab them up before they are gone. Let me throw up my website there for you if you want to go and check it out while you're watching me stir my chalk paste. And that looks pretty good. I think I'm good there. I'm running out of black. I think I have another one. This was one of our old jars. Oh, and just so you know, the chalk paste, once it's open, it'll last for 6 months. And if they are unopened, they last for up to a year. Just so you know. So I'm just going to get a blob of that because I'm very, very low. So again, pulling it across my silk screen. Wait till you see how awesome this looks when this is done. I love buffalo plaid. A little bit more. So if you guys have any questions as we're going along, please ask them. I would love to answer any questions for you. I do have a private VIP group if you would love to be added, as long as you are not a current designer. Just comment VIP below and I will add you to that group. I like to post, you know, little specials in there. I do have a monthly chalk box program that I offer. So if you are interested in that, like I said, just comment VIP below and I will be sure to get you added. Check out my vintage truck, you guys. Oh, you know what? Let me lay that back down a little bit. I don't like how, let me clean this off. I don't like how these turned out over here. I didn't get my chalk paste through there enough, which is totally fine. I'm just going to clean that up a little bit and lay that back down. You're supposed to fuzz before putting the transfer on first layer of design. The only time you're going to fuzz your transfer really is if, depending on your surface, like I highly recommend fuzzing if you're doing this on glass or tin. And then if you have a brand new transfer, I always recommend fuzzing it because they're usually pretty sticky. So I'm just cleaning this transfer off because I'm going to go over that after it dries. Let me just get my Clorox wipe here, because I don't like how that back half turned out, which is fine. It happens. Totally happens, but I can fix it. So I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes. And then I'll redo this. So let me set this off to the side and we will continue. Continue. So while that's drying, I'm going to go up to my words and do this part. Oh, my hands are all wet now, you guys. Let me get this started. Oh, see how I am? There we go. So I'm going to flip that over. Put that to the side, and I'm going to put my loads of, and I have used this transfer already. So again, I'm not fuzzing it up because it's not as sticky because I've used it in the past. But if I was doing this on glass or if I was doing this on a tin surface, I would definitely fuzz it up. I think I want to come over just a little bit. I want to make sure that's the hearts are going to be in the bed of the truck, and I kind of want to make sure it's kind of in where that word loads of is. Yeah, worst comes to worst, we erase the whole board, right? That can happen. Because I'm going to do loads of and then the word love over here. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to use my red, my candy apple red. Oh, and this is a good consistency already. So Sandy, you don't want to use chalk paste on t-shirts. You want to use our Couture ink on t-shirts because our ink is made to be permanent where you can wash them. Okay, so we have inks for t-shirts, and then as far as canvas, you can use either or, entirely up to you. Okay, so I'm just pulling this across my silk screen again. And I've done a few of, if you check out my page, I've done a few videos with our ink with t-shirts, on baseball hats. So definitely check that out so you can see how that works. It's the same exact process, except when you're done with the ink, you heat set your item to make it permanent. So, get my transfer. Oh my gosh. I love when I pull letters off. Every time. Check that out. Looks so good. So good. Love that. Oh my gosh. I think I might leave my truck, you guys. I don't know that I'm going to fix that back end. I kind of like that it gives it a little vintage look. What do you think? I think I might leave that. I think I am. I think I'm going to leave my truck, but let me just show you. All I would do, obviously you have to wait for the transfer to dry to go over it. And this is, it's still a little wet, but I'm going to leave my truck the way it is. But all I would do is I would take this, hey, welcome, and I would just put this right back over this and then go over the spots I want to do. But I actually think I'm leaving it. I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. I kind of like it. It kind of gives me that vintage look that I'm looking for. So I'm going with it. So I'm just going to pull off my transfer. Now this one is new. So let me get another towel to fuzz this one up. Welcome, Shalene. How are you? Did you get your vintage truck, Shalene? I know a couple people in our group said they ordered. I hope you got yours. Again, this is one of my favorites. So I'm just fuzzing this up because it's a new transfer, you guys. Oh, why didn't you tell me to take that off the screen? Take that off the screen. So I'm going to place this over top. And I like to use the circles to line up my wheels. Can you see that? How it's, I know it's kind of probably hard to see, but I love how this lines up. So awesome. And then smooth it out. And I'm going to go back over this with my gray. If it doesn't look right, I may change it, but I'm going with gray for right now. And actually, you know what, guys? I'm going to get a blob of this. And then I'm actually going to use my angled squeegee just because it's bigger and quicker. And that's why I love the angled squeegee. And like I said, if for some reason you mess up, it's okay. You just wash it off and redo your board. But do you see how much easier it is with the bigger squeegee when you have like a larger design? I love my angled squeegee. Scraping off any excess. And let's see how this baby turns out. Hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good. Oh yeah. Love her. Check it out, you guys. So cool. Love my vintage truck. Oh my gosh, I love my vintage truck. I do, I do. Now, I did get a little bit of excess on my board over here. So I am going to just take a Q-tip and I'm going to wipe that right off. No biggie. All gone. How cool does that look? I love my truck, you guys. Let me dry that a little bit. It looks vintage, and I love that. I really want to make sure I hit right here because that's where my hearts are going to go. So while we do that, I'm going to put my word love off to the side. Oops, I didn't flip that one over like I should have, but that's okay. Loads of love for Valentine's Day. And I mean, if you are very creative, you could come up with so many fun designs. There are so many designers that share their beautiful finished products, how they mix and match transfers in our designer group, which is super awesome. You can get so many great ideas. And that's what I love about the company is the creativity of some people. It's gorgeous. But I'm not super creative. I just love the products and I love how they work and the possibilities of everything you can create. That was why I joined. I don't have to be an artist to create beautiful designs. Okay. So again, entirely up to you how you want to run it as far as a business goes. And if you are interested in that, let me know. And I would love to share that information with you. Now, this was something, don't laugh, but you can totally do this, you guys. I had blended colors. Like, I think this was white. I think this might have been a white and a red. I'm not positive. But I had blended the colors to get me a pink color because I didn't have any. So you can absolutely do that. This is just an old chalk jar that I had. And I think this had, this color used to be custard. And then I added some red to get me that cool little pink color. So I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to kind of do an ombre technique on my word love. So I'll show you how that works. So I'm just stirring it up to make sure that I like how the colors look and my consistency is right. Okay. So now to do an ombre type look, and see, I'm messy. I'm going to do, oh, do I want to start with red? I think I'm going to go with the pink on the top. Oh, that's way too much, but pink on the top, and then my red on the bottom. So I'm just putting some on there. I'm going to take my squeegee, and then I'm going to smooth it across my area. Like I'm going to do half with the pink, and then any excess put back in your jar. And then I'm going to do half with the red. Okay. Now once I've got that done, to do the ombre effect, you just take your finger and you kind of blend them together. Okay. So that's all you do to kind of give it that ombre effect. And you can blend it as much or as little as you want. And then when you remove your transfer, again, check that out. Look how great those colors like blend together. So you kind of get that three-tone effect. Love doing that. And it's super simple. All you use is your finger. So again, just think of all the beautiful things you could create with that. Okay, so one more step and we are almost done, you guys. So now I'm going to take my hearts, remove my transfer. I'm going to stick this right on the back of my truck. Just lining it up with the bottom. I didn't fuzz this transfer because this transfer has been used several times. And I'm just doing it on a chalkboard. So I have that back there. And then for this, I think I'm going to kind of do a marbling effect. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to try it. I don't know if these colors are going to look right. So when you want to do like marbling instead of ombre, you just kind of want to put dots all over the areas. Just going to do dots everywhere you want them. Okay, one more color. Ooh, this is kind of a little thick. Okay. So this I call marbling. So we'll see how this turns out. Hopefully it's good enough for you guys and you like it. And then I'm going to take my squeegee and I'm just going to pull it all together. And obviously any excess on this you cannot put back in your jars because you've blended all kind of colors together. But hopefully it turns out cute, right? So let's see. Are you ready? Last and final step. It's cute. I didn't see my purple as much as I want to, but I can see different colors in there. I'm okay with it. I would have liked to have seen more of the cherry or the wild, what is this? Wild berry. I didn't put enough of that on, but it's okay. They look cute. And that's it, you guys. Now, how cute would this be for Valentine's Day? You could put this anywhere you wanted to in your home if you decorate in a certain area. Maybe you have an entryway where you do a theme. But super simple and easy. And again, depending on your creativity, you could do so much more or keep it simple as this. So I hope you love this. Like I said, this is our vintage truck. And then I used our vintage truck winter for the buffalo plaid, and then the vintage truck spring summer for the loads of love, which has a lot of great other designs. So you guys, I hope you love this. Again, just a super easy tutorial for you to see how our products work. We have a lot of great designs online. Don't forget, if you want to be in my VIP group, just comment VIP. And then if you are interested in learning more about being a designer like myself, just comment info or kit below and I would love to share that information with you. So I hope you have the great rest of your day. I'm going to go get ready for work and I will be chalking with you soon. Happy chalking, you guys.